Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. Today we're going to review and play Eve Valkyrie Warzone, a PvP game for VR for the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive that's available on the Steam Store and the Oculus Rift Store. This game normally retails for $30, but does go on sale regularly for $15. I happened to buy this game for $10 on the Oculus Store, and so that's the reason why I bought it in the Oculus Store. It was cheaper than the Steam Store. One of the few times that's happened. Usually I always buy from the Steam Store. This is a PvP focused game, and the problem with this game is that pretty much at this point multiplayer is dead, or at least on life support. I played this weekend, and I think during all my play this weekend I only ran into one other player. That other player I think was AFK, didn't respond to any of my voice messages. So I believe they were just AFK. When I was in the actual battle, I didn't see them do anything. So this game is pretty much dead. When I originally got this game, I think about a year ago, there were still players online, and the difference between the bots and a real player was substantial. The players that I went against were very experienced, so it was very tough sledding. Against the bots it is easier, but even for a beginner those bots will be a challenge because the different game modes and whatnot are kind of take a time to get used to them, and to get used to each ship that you control and that you go up against. So this game does present quite the challenge for a new player, or for someone that hasn't put many hours into this game. I do recommend that you finish the single player content. Unfortunately, the single player content is really just training missions. You also have daily challenges every day to help you get XP, and also there's these vault reward capsules. There's basically loot boxes that helps you unlock skins for your spaceships, or cosmetics for your pilot, or bonuses such as extra XP. Let's go ahead and start a multiplayer match. Like I mentioned, this game is focused. Almost the sole purpose of this game is for online PvP multiplayer, and that is the crux of the game. If you're okay with that content as is, playing against bots, then this game might be worth getting. However, if you're not okay with going against bots mostly, or if not all the time, then definitely this is a game that you should pass on. This game has been out a while, and the graphics are really good. There is a lot of depth to the gameplay, but without going against real players, it can be a letdown, and it might not be worth the asking price. I would have a hard time recommending this game at $15, the normal sale price for this game. Definitely at $30, I would never recommend this game. And even at the $10 that I got it, it would be a tough call to make on whether you should get this game or not. It just really depends on whether you're okay with the content that's available going against bots, basically. It is fun, but it is also challenging. And if you're a new player, you definitely will get challenged, even against the bots. There's many different game modes to play. At first, you're pretty much locked into TDM, Team Deathmatch. But once you get past level 5, other modes do open up, and you have many different modes. Some with, let's go with the Jackal here. I don't know why. Let's just go with the Jackal. There are many modes online, not just Team Deathmatch, with basically PvE objectives in the PvP focused game modes. Similar to Capture the Point, and I'm sure if you played any kind of big PvP title, you know the different game modes, and this is no different than that, really. The maps are kind of small, so you're not really traveling really fast across the maps. Sometimes it does feel like you're rotating around a small area and just avoiding crashing into objects and avoiding enemies. it can be difficult to lock onto enemies. And as you can see, there's a lot of... You can rotate either way. I think this game really is geared for a gamepad controller. Whether it's the Xbox One controller, which I'm using, or the PS4 gamepad. I think that's really where this game is best played on versus a flight stick or versus keyboard and mouse. And as you can see, one of the challenges of this game is just how within a small area ships can move very fast. But I would call it quickness over speed. So you're never really going fast, but within a small area you do move quite a bit. As you can see, I'm moving around these asteroids. So my ship does have a lot of agility, but to get from point A to point B does seem like it takes quite a while. Some ships do have special abilities such as a warp jump, a boost jump. You have different weapons. Some have defensive abilities, such as being able to make missiles miss, whatnot, flares to make it difficult for enemies to hit you. And I believe this mode must be like a capture a flag mode, if I'm not mistaken. I just really want to show the map, and hopefully I get into a dogfight. As you can see, these are basically team-based dogfights, so it's very rare that you'll just go one-on-one against an enemy. There's usually several enemies and several teammates nearby. And it's really difficult sometimes. Sometimes it does feel like you're just spinning around. Try not to lose track of the enemy. As you can see, the enemy goes from one side to the next. Ooh, we almost crashed into each other. I finally got a kill. Finally. I don't want to play very long. I just kind of want to show the type of dogfights that you'll get into, the kind of maps that you'll do, the kind of modes that you do. And like I said, I believe this is a capture the flag mode, which I'm not playing that objective. I'm just trying to find a ship to destroy, basically. And as you can see, it really does feel like I'm just spinning around in this small area here. Just I got another kill. And as you can see, I'm just basically going around in circles trying to locate this ship and destroy it. And that is a lot of gameplay. And obviously against a real player, this would be a lot more challenging. I'd probably be dead already several times over. But like I mentioned, getting to know each ship class and each ship within that class does take time. The more time you spend with a particular ship, the more XP you get in that, the more upgrades you can get for it. So there's not just cosmetic upgrades, but there's actually real upgrades that you can get for each ship that you spend time with. But each ship, you got to spend time with it to upgrade it. It's not like I can spend time with this one and then upgrade another one. Well, I was hoping to die at some point, so I could just... Okay, there's 4 minutes left in this match. I might just continue for those 4 minutes so you can see what happens after, see the XP, see the kind of rewards you get, whatnot. And then, as you can tell, I'm not playing the objective at all. I'm letting my teammates do that, my AI teammates do that. I'm just trying to destroy anybody that comes near me while not getting killed myself. I don't know why exactly they haven't been targeting me, really. I'm happy for that. Sometimes they seem to target me exclusively. Let's try to get this one. Let's try to get this one. I'm definitely getting targeted. Oh, come on. Oh! I finally died. That was a big mistake on my part. I was too focused on the enemy, not enough with my surroundings. It does show you how you lost, in this case collision obviously, but I was getting shot at, so I was probably going to die anyways. There's 2 minutes left in the match. I say, well, might as well finish it off. And hopefully you got a good look at the gameplay and see if this is something that you'd be interested in. I like the graphics. I'm not the biggest fan of the dogfights, mostly because you never get that sense of flight, really. There's a lot of like spinning around it. It might just be me that I'm just not very good at it. But the maps are kind of small, so I have a hard time seeing how you could feel that sense of flight when the maps are that small. And you can see I got 2 kills, 1 death, and 2 assists. 180 points. Let's go RB next. Score the XP that I got. And I finished one of my daily challenges. Okay. Alright, well, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. This has been my review of Eve Valkyrie Warzone. If I have to rate it at this point, I give it a 5 out of 10. It's to buy on deep sale recommendation. It is a good game, has a lot of depths, but with the multiplayer dead, it's just hard to recommend. And there's just not enough there against the bots to recommend this game. Have a nice day, and happy flying. Goodbye.